Hi, I'm Marisa Thanopoulou, and I want to welcome you to the 5 Ways to Wellbeing self-help program. After watching this presentation, you will have a better understanding of how behavior affects your emotional well-being, and you will have the tools to make your own 5-way action plan. If you are new to my website, I'm a psychologist based in Amsterdam, and I'm working both privately and for a big mental health organization. I'm also a member of several professional organizations internationally. My passion is to help people improve their lives, and this is my goal for this presentation as well. I want to help you live a better life by giving you the tools to achieve this. I will start this presentation with some background information on how the 5 ways were developed, and I will briefly talk about well-being in general. Then I will explain the 5 ways, why they are important, and how you can apply them. To accompany this presentation, I have put together a set of handouts. You can use them flexibly during the presentation as I talk about each of the 5 ways, or on your own after you watch this video. The handouts are meant to help you reflect on how you already use the 5 ways and make an action plan for the future. Purchasing this video does not only give you the information and tools to start applying the 5 ways, but it also gives you the opportunity to have an online consultation on the 5 ways with me. So I offer you a 30-minute consultation on the 5 ways free of charge. Just send me an email and we can discuss your thoughts and action plan. The 5 Ways to Wellbeing is a simple evidence-based approach that explains 5 actions or everyday things we can do to help ourselves to stay psychologically and emotionally healthy. For a long time, there has been an interest in promoting public health. And there has been a lot of progress made on promoting physical health and healthy lifestyle. But an important question was, how do you promote mental health and well-being? What helps people feel good and function well? The 5 ways were developed by the New Economics Foundation in the UK and are based on a report published in 2008 on mental capital and well-being. The aim was to identify actions that are easy and universal, actions which anyone can do on an individual level, and for which there is some evidence of an association with well-being. The 5 ways are widely used as an intervention in Europe, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. It is used with people of all ages and backgrounds, in different settings, from schools to big organizations, and has helped people improve their mental well-being and, as a result, their everyday life. Take a moment to think this question. What does well-being mean to you? Well-being is both feeling good and functioning well. Well-being has several dimensions, and mental well-being is just one of them. Mental well-being refers to the ability to experience, manage, and express emotions. It also means acceptance of self and others. Other well-being dimensions are physical well-being, how you look after your body and health, financial security, good relationships or social well-being, good life and working environment, job satisfaction, having a purpose in life, and finally cultural well-being, being connected and able to express your history, heritage, and tradition. You may find different versions of this model. There is a 7-factor model or an 8-factor model, but the idea behind all models is the same. So, what is affecting our mental well-being? We are all different, and what affects someone's well-being won't necessarily affect others, or it won't affect them in the same way. What we see is that there is a great interdependence between the well-being areas, And when one of them is not going well, the others are affected as well. Here are some factors that can affect our well-being: loss or bereavement, loneliness or social isolation, relationship problems, issues at work, such as unemployment or job dissatisfaction, financial problems or insecurity. Sometimes it's not clear why we feel the way we do. An explanation for this might be past negative or traumatic experiences, or factors which make a person more sensitive to experiencing poor mental well-being. Let's dive now into the 5 ways. The 5 ways to well-being are a set of evidence-based actions which promote people's well-being. The 5 ways are: connect, be active, keep learning, give, take notice. These activities are simple things all people can do in their everyday lives to improve their well-being. We know that each 5-way activity contributes a significant individual effect to life satisfaction. It is suggested that 5 ways participation may explain some of the differences in life satisfaction between countries. Social relationships are important for our psychological well-being at any age. Healthy social relationships increase our sense of happiness, belonging, and self-worth. Of course, there are different types of relationships. There are relationships that are strong and deep. These are relationships with people close to you, such as family or friends, and they provide enjoyment, support, and meaning. There are also broader relationships, more superficial, but important, with people in the wider community. These relationships provide a sense of social participation and connectedness. Here are some ways you can connect. Connect with the people around you, with families and friends, colleagues and neighbors. Connect in any setting, at home, work, school, or your local community. The truth is that when we talk about connecting, we usually think of connecting with other people. But there are other ways of being connected that are also important. Connecting with self and having quiet moments. Connecting with nature or pets. Connecting with God or one's spiritual needs. Of course, some connections can be negative or distressing. As with all things in life, we need a balance. We should try and seek out positive connections to balance time spent with distressing or negative connections. Have you ever wondered why you feel good and positive when you are around certain people? Well-being can be passed on through relationships. Spending time with positive people can improve your own psychological well-being. In your handouts, you will find a list with tips and ways to connect with others. You will now see some self-reflection questions. You can find all the questions included in this presentation in your handout set. You can use your handout at this point to answer the questions, or you can continue watching and come back to the questions later. So consider the following questions. Number 1. When you connect, does it have a positive impact on your life? Number 2. Is there a difference between connecting and making contact? And how would you know if you were doing one or the other? Number 3. How can you incorporate positive connections into your life? Can you think of connections you would like to make or remake? The second of the 5 ways is to be active. Being active is important for both our physical and mental health. Small changes in levels of activity can make a big difference. Just 10 minutes of physical activity has been shown to be beneficial for mental well-being. Evidence shows also that activity, by the chemical changes that causes in our brain, helps prevent symptoms of anxiety and depression. It also helps achieve and maintain a healthy body, improve your quality of sleep, and adds more years to your lifespan. There are many ways one can be active. Here are some ideas. Go for a walk or run, step outside, cycle, play a game, garden, dance. Most importantly, discover a physical activity you enjoy that suits your level of mobility and fitness. Start simple, maybe with a 10-minute walk around the block. Make a plan and try to create a routine, because being active makes you feel good. From the clinical practice, we know how strong the link is between mood problems and physical activity. People think that in order to stay active, one needs first to feel good. But it is the opposite that is true. Even if you don't feel motivated or don't have the energy for it, staying physically active can improve your mood. Activity improves your physical and mental condition. Time for reflection, and here are some questions. Number 1. What activities do you already engage in? And how would you like to develop this? Number 2. Are there any adjustments you can make in your life that can help you be more active? Number 3. Who can support you to be more active? The third way is to keep learning. Learning is not about qualifications. It's about challenging yourself to do new things or to do old things in a different way. This is key to our growth, both personal and professional. Learning can be fun and boost our self-esteem. It can help us find out new interests or a purpose in life. We don't necessarily have to sign up for a course or complete a degree. Simple daily opportunities count as well. Find out about something you are curious about. Learn how to cook a new recipe or play a new sport. Learning is good for your brain and your well-being. Learning can take many forms. Try something new or fix something old. Rediscover an old interest. Learn to play an instrument. Sign up for a course. Take on a different responsibility at work. Set a challenge you will enjoy achieving. Learning new things, as well as being fun, will make you feel more confident. Learning broadens our minds and helps us gain insight into life, ourselves, and the world around us. And that's why it is important for our mental well-being. Here are a few questions on learning. What do you think about learning? Would you like to learn something new? What interests you? What would you find useful? What do you need to do to make learning more appealing? The fourth of the 5 ways is to give. Giving is choosing to help others, and it is associated with mental well-being. It is a great distraction, as it helps to take our minds off our own troubles. It increases our sense of competence and life satisfaction, and it provides meaning to our life. So helping others helps our own well-being. Research shows that giving has a positive impact on your physical health as well, as it significantly contributes to stress reduction. No matter what you give, a smile or your time It is important that you do it consciously, that you choose to give. Here are some ideas about giving. Give a smile, a compliment, encouragement. Give your time, a silent wish or prayer. Give yourself the gift of connecting, of being active, of noticing. Give thanks and be grateful for whatever good is happening in your life. The other side of the same token is to be able to receive. Some people find it really difficult. Giving is a two-way process. Your acceptance of what someone else gives to you is good for them as well as for you. So becoming comfortable with the give and take of everyday life supports you and others. Consider now these questions. What do you usually give to others? What is it like for you when you give to others? What else could you give others? What small actions can you offer that you will feel good about? What do you give yourself? How can you be more generous and appreciative to yourself? The fifth way is to take notice or to be aware. Most people are fairly busy and usually focus on the various tasks that need to be done. When we complete all the tasks on our to-do list, we may find some time to watch a film or read a book. The opposite may also be true. Some people may not be doing much, but they may be lost in their thoughts, focusing on all the things that are not going the way they want them to. They are still busy in their minds. To take notice means to pause, to be present in the here and now, to be aware of where we are and what is before us. You can be mindful in a structured way by meditating, for example, or you can remind yourself during the day to pause and to pay attention to your feelings or your environment. Find a way that reminds and helps you to be present in the here and now. You can take notice by being curious, observing the beautiful, remarking on the unusual, noticing the changing seasons, enjoying the moment, whether you are walking to work, eating lunch, or talking to friends. Being aware of the world around you and what you're feeling. Reflecting on your experiences will help you appreciate what matters to you. Here is the last set of questions for the fifth way. Number 1. How can you practice slowing down and pausing more often? Number 2. What difference will this make in your day-to-day life? Number 3. What could help you to notice more often? You might wonder, why do I need to know all this? Each of the 5 ways to well-being contributes to your well-being. Having these positive experiences will change how you think and behave and will make you emotionally resilient. Our thoughts, feelings and behaviors are connected. The way we think and behave has an impact on how we feel. So, by being more aware of your choices and by acting according to the 5 ways, you will feel more connected with people, healthier and happier. So you have now heard about the theory behind the 5 ways and you know why they are important. I would now like to offer you some practical tips on how to apply the 5 ways and suggest some easy steps for you. Number 1. Make this information relevant to you. Answer all questions and think how the theory behind the 5 ways applies to your situation. Moving from theory to practice is the first step. Number 2. Create your own ideas bank. What are activities that suit you and bring you closer to the 5 ways? Then make a plan. The following questions might help you. What am I doing now? What do I want to change or do more of? What is one step I can take in each area to get started? Number 3. Keep a 5 ways diary. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Here you see some examples. You can use daily or weekly goals, use reflection questions, or keep track of your activities and how they made you feel. Number 4. Use the 5 ways quick card, which you can find at the end of your handouts. Use it as a reminder and set at least one goal each day. Number 5. Share the 5 ways with your family and friends. What a great way to help people you care about and meet some of your 5 ways goals, to connect and to give. Use the 5 ways to make joint plans, to plan activities with other family members or friends, and be mindful and conscious that you are doing it for your well-being. Some practical ideas here are family plans, check boxes based on the 5 ways. You can even use it as a game and reward your children for their efforts. Talking about the 5 ways itself is a great way to connect with other people. Finally, number 6. Use the 5 ways at work. Talking about well-being at the workplace is very important. Using the 5 ways at the workplace can help people find balance, build resilience, and boost mental health and well-being. You can use the 5 ways as a theme for workshop or as a team activity. Invite your team to embrace the 5 ways. Be creative and use the 5 ways to help yourself and others. The 5 ways can be used in any setting, from small offices to school or other big organizations, individually or as a group intervention. Work-related stress can lead to serious mental health problems and is often one of the reasons people seek professional help. Using the 5 ways can help you and your team to prevent the negative effects of work stress. By connecting, staying active, learning, giving, and being aware, you become stronger, more confident, and more satisfied, both as a person and as a professional. This brings us to the end of this presentation, and my final message to you is this. The 5 ways to well-being are simple, accessible, and achievable for everyone. By choosing the 5 ways, you choose to live well. I hope you will use this intervention to improve your life and the lives of the people you care about. Specific, small, and achievable steps are the key. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'm looking forward to hearing how you are using the 5 ways. And don't forget to use your 30-minute free consultation time. If you would like to receive updates on new self-help resources or new blog posts, you can follow Inner Assist on most social media or subscribe by email. Thank you for watching.